Yes, check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. When Hollywood is in the place, we keep it butter for you. Huh? F you and your crew. I come to do what I do. And best believe that my bars be catchy like the flu. Off the top of the dome, I like to roam like a cellular phone. Just leave me alone, like my name was Macaulay. Niggas can't stall me, cause there ain't no stopping the flow. I keep mopping the holes, I keep rocking the throws. Yo, Heaven Hollywood in the building. Put a one up if y'all can hear me in the chat. Chat. This is gonna be a members only chat, so if y'all ain't a member, you better become one in this bitch. For real, for real. What's up? What's up, Cedar? What's up, Apples? What's up, Darren Harris? What's up, Tyreek? Let me locate this chat. Hold on. Hold on. We're going members only. Hold on. All right, y'all. We about to get into it. We got a few things here. We're gonna get into. Get into it. All right, what it do? What it do? The goddess. What's up, Catchnet? What's up, Smiling? What's up, Cedar? We up in here. Ashanti, see if you can. I need to try to make this members only, y'all, on the chat. But we'll see what happens if Ashanti can move it to that. All right, I'll do it later. All right, y'all. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We're gonna go over a couple of things. We're gonna get into the Cardi new single on Friday and her challenge out to Barty Gang. We're going to get an update, a Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 update. From what I've been hearing, from what people have been telling me, I make sure I connect with somebody from every city that she's going to. I know somebody in every city, or at least that's I know at least one person in every city that's going. All right, so far the feedback that I've gotten back now, they are Nicki Minaj fans, so I don't know if I'm getting 100% accuracy, but they tell me that they are. They're like, no, we're going to be objective. So from what I've been hearing, hold on. From what I've been hearing so far on the Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 tour, is that she's seemingly getting better as the days go on. Now, it's early in the tour, but I'm not going to sit up here for all the Nicki Minaj haters and tell you that I've heard really anything bad. But other than the media, I didn't even cover that. Other than the media making a big deal about her yelling at one of the staff members, I mean, that happens all the time. That's not something. It's not like she back there beating the person to a pulp. I think people tried to make a little bit bigger deal of that than what it was. I mean, she's on a huge tour, right? And things like that happen. Roadies get yelled at. Light people get yelled at. Stylists get yelled at. I mean, it's not like she was back there. Not like she punched the girl or. I mean, it was just a quick go. Okay, go over there. You know what I mean? I'm in the middle of something. In between songs, you only got but so long before you can change. So I think the people was trying to find something because as of right now, and I'll see her when she comes to Toronto. As of right now, I haven't heard really too much negative. Right? I mean, when you get Nicki performing, you know what you're going to get. When all of these years, we know pretty much what we're going to get. Right? So she hasn't surprised anyone with her performance, and she hasn't been bad. I mean, so for the people that was going there or tuning in to some of these blogs and lies and they want to hear somebody say, oh, she's been out of breath, she's been there. I haven't really heard too many complaints about, her being out of breath, about her crawling on the floor, about she looks fat. So from what I've been hearing, she looks amazing. For what I've seen, she looked amazing. Hasn't had no real setbacks. So to all the Nicki Minaj haters, I'm sorry to let you know. I got to keep it a buck. I haven't heard anything bad. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't heard anything bad so far. And so far, that those crowds have been lit. Whether it's sold out to capacity when the day comes, I mean, that's never going to happen. It's very rarely that if you sell out 15,000 tickets, 15,000 people are going to be there. That's just rare. Something always comes up, right? And a lot of times, Ticketmaster or whoever's brokering your tickets, they'll buy a certain amount of tickets, and then sometimes they can't sell them all, but they've already bought the tickets. So yes, the tickets have been sold, but I haven't heard anything. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I get it. I get it, Black Diamond. I'm not saying you got to like Nicki Minaj. I'm not saying, whatever. And I'm not saying that this tour, if you don't like Nicki Minaj, this tour isn't going to make you like her. Right? And if you love Nicki Minaj, this tour is good. It's going to make you love her more, I guess. I mean, but even if the tour didn't happen, people who love Nicki Minaj are going to love her regardless. If she went out there, rolled on the floor, fell down, sound terrible, didn't finish her songs, used the teleprompter, don't think, her fans are still going to hold her down anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Right? It doesn't really matter. So I think her last show that she did the other day was probably Seattle. So we're going to do Nicki Minaj PF2 update. Okay, so I believe she did Seattle. So far, out of the people that I asked, a lot of people said that so far Denver's been the best show as far as what she's done. Now, people that's seen her already, they might agree, they might disagree. But from talking to people and talking to the people that do the reviews of these shows, most of them have said that Denver has been the most lit. Right? That's what they said so far. In the chat, put up a 1 if you have seen Nicki Minaj. Put up a 2 if you're going, but your show has not come yet. So put up a 1 if you've already seen it. Put up a 2 if you're going. Put up a 3 if you're not interested. So I can address the people that I need to address. So Lee Chi is going. What's up, Black Diamond? Black Diamond's not interested. Smiler's not interested. My thing is I want to hear and watch her perform the song, not have her say 1 or 2 words every line. I don't like that. Yeah, Ashanti, and let me put that up because that has been an issue with not just Nicki Minaj, right? Now, Megan is just right now on a different level when it comes to a rap performer, female, right? But for the most part, I've seen Drake do it. I've seen a lot of, especially a lot of the older rappers, a lot of more established rappers like Nicki, Drake, Kanye West, they don't really perform the full song anymore. They don't really perform the full song anymore. And hey, it's like LeBron James, right? He's 39 years old. He's not going to play defense the way he used to. He's not going to go all out on every single play. He's 39 years of age. But every once in a while, LeBron will go chase down a block, and you'll be like, oh, man, he looked like he did 10 years ago. He'll go do a chase down block or what have you. He'll rev it up every now and then. But 10 years ago, he was going hard on every play. That's how I think it is with rap. The guys that are more established, as time goes on, they got more time in the game. You're going to have someone with a teleprompter that may not remember the song or sing half the song and have the crowd sing the other half. I've noticed a lot of the rappers of today do that a lot. No, I get it. The guy that says, if I'm paying for a concert, why do I gotta perform and not get a check, right? I'm telling you, I always have a problem with that. I love that about Usher. Usher is older than those guys. He's been in the game forever. Usher, if anybody deserves a chance to relax on stage, it'd be Usher, but he doesn't. Neither does J-Lo. And J-Lo's in her 50s. And one thing about Jennifer Lopez, and that is a show, like I said, if you're not the biggest J-Lo fan, but you're like, okay, I like her, right? And her concert comes to your town, and you have a chance to go see her, I'll make my personal guarantee that I'm not talking about if you're a Mariah fan and you hate J-Lo. I'm not going to make a bet with you. If you just say, like, J-Lo's okay, all right, she's all right, and then the show comes to your city, and you have a chance to see it, and you do, I'll guarantee you, if you don't leave that show and come back to me and be like, Hev, I'm a J-Lo fan now, I'll give you $100. I will give you $100. I'm telling you, if you see Jennifer Lopez live and you come to that show, you go to that show, and if you don't come back to me like, yo, Hev, you know what? I wasn't really that big of a Jennifer Lopez fan, but I saw her live, and I'm a J-Lo fan now. If you don't come back to me and tell that, if you come back and be like, oh, I still don't like, oh, she's whack, oh, the show was terrible. If you come back and tell me that, I'll give you $100. Give me carrot. So, and a working mother too. Okay, so here's a working mother too with a perspective. To be honest, going to a Nicki concert is not about dancing, twerking. It's about getting into character, spitting a bar, and pointing the microphone to the crowd to finish the bar. We enjoy that a lot. So now a working mother too says, and I'm going to assume she's a Nicki Minaj fan, she says she enjoys that, finishing the bar stuff. You know, hey, to each his own. If she enjoys that, but you got a couple of people here that are Nicki Minaj fans as well, and they said they want to see her spitting. You know, a lot of people just like seeing the rapper. There's just something to me about you really worked on your tour, and you really, to me, care about your core fan base when you practice, rehearse, and you come to that show and you perform itty bitty piggy word for word, or you go out there and you perform the warning freestyle word for word, and you don't have to stop and get the crowd to remember the line for you. Me personally, I always have a problem with that because it makes me think like, you didn't rehearse. This is your song. Why do we know your song better than you? And this is your song. When people come in and they know, this is why the part about Chris Brown that I don't like live is that he does too much lip syncing now, wherein he used to didn't do any lip syncing. But one thing that I do love about Chris Brown is that once he gets to a certain part of his show, he will give you an option on what you want to hear. So what does that tell me? He don't know what y'all gonna pick. So that means he has to be ready for any one of those songs. That means he had to rehearse and relearn those songs that he may have forgotten about. To me, that's dope. So Smiling Seas, not all rappers do it, but some of them do. I'm not even gonna lie. Nicki Minaj is not the only one that does it. I've seen other rappers do it as well. But if Rakim, who is 55 years of age, and his first record came out in 86, and every time I see Rakim, he don't got no breath, man. He ain't got no teleprompter. He ain't got no phone that he's reading his words off of. He is off of just straight memory of what he wrote. I've never seen Rakim botch a lyric. And he's 55 years old and smokes weed every damn day. So if a 55-year-old can do it, then these young people can do it. Right? So that's all I'm saying about that. As far as, let's see, what else can we discuss as far as Nicki Minaj goes? Oh, somebody wanted me to address, even though I already made a video about it. Somebody wanted me to address why JT is not on tour with Nicki Minaj. And my members only, I believe I addressed that. Of what happened. Nicki is she originally wanted Ice Spice, but then Ice Spice went on tour with Doja Cat. That pissed Nicki off, right? Because she had mentioned it to Ice Spice before the tour was really together. But she knew it was going to be the Pink Friday tour. She had not yet got all of the cities and all that stuff and all the stuff from Live Nation together yet. But she brought it up to Ice Spice before the Doja Cat tour. And she said, I would like for you to come on tour with me, blah, 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 blah. Doja Cat hit her with the, I guess, oh, yeah, let me know. Gra. So she hit her with the gra, let me know. Nicki went back, I guess, got all her stuff together. Next thing you know, Ice Spice is on tour with Doja Cat. Right? So, and here's the thing. Yeah, Miss Suki, you're right about that. You're right about that. Here's the thing. Because what they were feeling was you're becoming too reliant on Nicki's fan base, and you're getting too that everybody is now, you're not going to be able to be on your own because everybody's connecting you with Nicki Minaj. And you got to be your own person. Right? To be honest, let's see. Now here's the thing. Let me answer this right here. Because I know, because Rakim is my favorite rapper of all time. Rakim is goated, so is Nas. Nas is goated, but let me tell you something. Nas is he's one of the GOATs, but to be one of the GOATs, he's probably the worst performer out of all the GOATs. Nas has always been a mid performer. He forgets the words all the time. Like, if that's one guaranteed thing that you're going to get when you go see Nas live, Nas is going to forget words. He forgets the words all the time. He's been doing it for years. So I don't know if it's the weed messing with him or what have you, but because he's Nas, he gets away with it. But Nas is to be out of all the GOATs, and I've seen them all. I've seen Eminem. I've seen Jay-Z. I've seen Nas. I've seen Rakim. I didn't see Pac and Big because they passed away. I've seen 50 Cent. 50 Cent is a terrible performer too. But he's not up there with those guys. Like, he's not in the same breath with the Kanyes and the Jay-Z's and the J. Cole's. Like, 50 to me is that next tier. Like, he's DMX. He's in that tier. 50 Cent's not in the Lil Wayne, Drake, Jay, Kanye, Eminem. He's not in those discussions. He's not in those discussions. He's on the next tier of people. He's with the DMXs and the Method Mans and the Redmans and that's where 50 Cent is. He's not in the GOAT conversation. I know a lot of people try to put him in there, and 50 tries to put himself in there, but 50 Cent's not in the GOAT conversation. Sorry. I'm only accepting the people that are in my top 10. Those are the only people that I'm accepting as an argument for GOAT. Rakim, Jay-Z, Pac, Eminem, LL, Wayne, Drake, Cole. Those are the only ones, Kanye. Those are the only ones that I am accepting in the Nas in the GOAT conversation. Everybody else, you're not in the GOAT conversation. So Nas is goated, but he also forgets his lyrics a lot. Someone said Beyonce uses a teleprompter. Singers probably, like I said, beyond of Beyonce's age or what have you, I wouldn't doubt if she had a teleprompter. But Beyonce also has never really given a mid show. The only mid show that I've seen Beyonce give, right? I think I chalk it up to nerves and whatever else, was the very opening night to Renaissance. To me, that was probably the most average show that Beyonce's ever given. And I believe those nerves had a lot to do with it. Sound system, she's getting used to touring again. But after she got through that first night, she killed it. But JT, I don't think the reception that she got, Nicki wasn't really feeling. And Nicki's all about show and prove, right? She's not going to take you on tour because you're cool with her, unless it's somebody who's a legend like Monica and who she's cool with. And she wanted to give Monica a look. On top of that, it's not a hip-hop artist, so it's not going to take away from her. So she put Monica on tour with her, which is a nice look for Monica, right? She gets to tap into some people who may not have listened to Monica if she wasn't on the tour. So I do want to shout Nicki Minaj out for that, for taking Monica on tour with her. Even though Monica's not going to be at every city, and she does come kind of like after Nicki starts her set, to give Nicki sort of a breather, which I think is like a brilliant idea, because then she can have her stamina completely replenished so she can finish out the show. So a couple of adjustments that Nicki Minaj has made on this Pink Friday 2 tour that I did not notice in the past that has worked out very well for her. The dancers, I know she had a little issue with the other dancer, but Casper Smart, bringing him on tour, right? Getting a nutritional, she never really had a nutritionist before. I mean, she had choreographers and she had trainers, whatever, but she got with a nutritionist before the tour. She worked on breath control, moving around while talking. She was doing some exercises in the studio, moving around real fast and talking and seeing how long she can go without moving out of breath. All these little things that she readjusted to that, like I said, this tour was the most important tour of her life. So shout out to Nicki Minaj for that, because she did, make some adjustments that has worked out well for her. Right? So shout out to her for that. Let's talk about Bacallus. Right? Cardi B, new single. Here we go, y'all. The single drops Friday. It is called Enough. Parentheses, Miami. She only changed it to Miami because all of her fans started running with the song being called Miami. They were actually calling it Miami before the snippet. They've been calling it Miami ever since the little snippet from Miami. I would have wanted it to be called, first of all, it should have been called Olo. See, nobody listens to me. All my ideas are lit, and they're just more better than the creative designer that you have. So Cardi B should have been hired me for creative design. The song should have been called Olo. Ox linking up. Olu. That's what the song should have been called. O-L-U. Olu. Ox linking up. That should have been the name of the song. Right? So, yeah, the Shakira song next week. I'm going to get into that as well. Now, let me find Miami, right? For anybody that's been living under a rock and they have not heard this Miami snippet. Of course, they played a little bit of it when she was in Miami, right? Let me tell you something, man. I don't want to, get too much into pervert mode, but it's just something about Cardi B and them damn feet, man. Oh, God. Something about her and them feet. And I don't even like feet. But this chick, oh my God. Hold on. So Friday it comes out. Let me share the screen. So for anybody who haven't seen it. She's got the hair out. She got the natural look. Whoo, child. Smoking hot. Smoking hot. Smoking hot. All right, listen. Let me tell you something. That shit is fire. I don't care what anybody says. You can hate on Cardi B. You can not like her all you want. If you don't think that little snippet, what you heard, ain't fire, you are a hater. I said the same thing about Yeah Glow. Did I not tell y'all? I know a hit now. I know a hit. Did I not tell y'all that Yeah Glow? I said, yo, Glorilla, she's back. All I needed to hear was the snippet. All I needed to hear was that one bitch, two bitch, old bitch, new bitch, none of your bitches ain't gonna do. Yo, that shit is hard. She even had Joe Budden climbing back on board. Just a couple of days after he said a female rap was washed and Cardi's scared to drop a project. Then she put that out. Now Joe Budden's back on dick again. You see how they flip-flop? These niggas flip-flop more than flip-flops. She got Armand Wiggins spiraling out of control. He realized that he never stopped being a barb. He was only mad because Nicki blocked his ass. That's one thing that Nicki Minaj will do. She will block you. She will block you. Trust me, I know. She blocked me. But she continues to watch my videos. Somebody sent me, I'm going to put this in my members only. Somebody sent me a message and said, yo, have Nicki really be watching your videos because I put in a suggestion in one of your videos. This girl screenshotted everything. She said it was months ago. And I said that she should get Tyga on a Gag City remix. And she said she did. And the only place I put that was in your chat. I mean, in your comments of your videos. So I didn't put that anywhere else. So she can act like she blocked me on my Twitter all she wants. She ain't got them YouTube blocked. So anyway, I like this better than the trophies joint. I was hoping for the trophies joint because I did like that as well. But this one right here is gold. I kind of let me ask the Nicki fan. Thank you for coming a member. Thank you for coming a member, Yusuf. Let me ask the Cardi B fans. Do you think? Oh, yeah, Marla. It was Marla. Yes, it was Marla. It was Marla. Matter of fact, it was Marla's comment. Marla's the one that suggested it, and Marla only really comments under my videos. She don't be doing like a lot of y'all and be ops behind my back. But let me tell you something. This shit right here is fire. She had a couple of lines, and people are trying to get on the hair, nails, polar bear. Right? People are debating on that. But when she said hair, nails, hair, polar bear, or what she said backwards or whatever. When she said polar bear, you know that she kind of like covered a cooch. She kind of like motioned to a cooch. And then her next line was, I can survive in the coldest conditions. Now, polar bear, right? Polar bear has two different meanings. There's the polar bear spa, right? When you get polar bear treatment, that's like laser and shit on your cooch, right? When you polar bear is also getting head with ice in your mouth. And that is cold. Ask Barty Gang the question that. Okay. Oh yeah. I went okay. Do you to Barty Gang? I'll get back to that. To Barty Gang, do you think she released the snippet a week too early? In your opinion, are you okay with her releasing that snippet last week and it didn't drop Friday? Or because the way I'm looking at it as, I don't want to give, there's been a lot of, in her recent, in the most recent years, last couple of years, there's been a lot of leaking of female rappers' music. So to me, that just gives people long enough to catch some sort of leak. And that's going to take a lot of the sting. Now, it hasn't been leaked and there's only 2 days left. So maybe it was okay. But she leaked it, and the snippet was what, a full verse? Songs today aren't too much longer than 3 minutes. So what we really got left on this song, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes? Because people aren't doing 3 verses anymore. So my question to Barty Gang is, do you think she released the snippet a little too early, or are you okay with it? You okay with it? Well, Black Diamond, you said it doesn't sound appealing, but if she said hair, nails, polar bear, that's the spot. That means she got a hair done, she got a nails done, and she got a pussy wax. Pretty much. That's pretty much what polar bear treatment is. But then the slang for polar bear is somebody giving you head with ice cubes in their mouth. So I like this right here. We've literally been begging her for this record, and this is where I'm going next. You said it out of your own mouth, out of the mouth of a Barty gang. I know you see if it's Barty gang. Okay. UC said, we've literally been begging her for this record. So when this record drops, there should be no reason why this record does not debut in the top 5, if not number 1. There's not really many drops this Friday. You don't really got much competition. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want no excuses from BG. So much that Cardi B even came out herself and said, okay, y'all have been asking me for the music. I put the music out. So I want to see who's just talking and who's really about that support. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't get that record in the top 5, this could really be a implicate part of what her very near future is going to look like in the music business. Right? If you go out there, and I have to speak to her fan base because that's who's going to be the one pretty much buying the record and streaming the record. This isn't 2018. You're not going to get a whole lot of help from GP. And according to the Barbs, which I don't believe them, but according to a lot of Barbs, they said they're going silent on Friday. They think that they said we learned our lesson with Megan. And they believe that Barty Gang and Cardi B cannot go number 1 if it has nothing to do with the Barbs. So a lot of them are saying we're going silent on Friday. We're not tweeting. We're not going to hashtag her name. We're not going to put her anywhere in the algorithm, and we're going to be streaming one of Nicki's songs. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm talking to Cardi B's fan base. If y'all allow, while Nicki Minaj is on tour and ain't even dropping new music, she's on tour. If y'all allow for her fan base to come and stream a record that's already been out, and that record ends up higher than Cardi B's new single, I say she should kick y'all out the fan base. Straight the F up. I think she should kick y'all out of Barty Gang. If you allow, I don't care how big that fan base is. They don't have music out right now. If you allow them to outstream you on Cardi's release date with a record that's already been out, I swear to God, I hope she kicks y'all all out of Bardi Gang and get a new crew and get a new fan base. Me, I don't like that. I don't like the video release next day shit. She released WAP the same time she released the single, and how did that turn out? She released Up the same time she released the record. How did that turn out? Every single video that she released after the song didn't go to number one. Y'all notice that? She released Hot-ish before the video. That went to what? Number what? She released a couple of the other songs, videos after the song. It didn't do well. I don't like that releasing the song next day bullshit. Release it all at one time. Release it all at one time. So the hype is already there. Now, on Twitter, somebody from Bardi Gang, because I came on, right? Let me find this. And you know me, I go off. I go off. When people when people mention me on social media on some dumb shit, I go the fuck off. I block this bitch too. I hope if she's one of y'all friends, I apologize. But she's a bitch. All right. So let me tell you what I said. It may, because I blocked it, it may not be here anymore. So basically what I said was, oh yeah, here it is right here. This is what I said. Let me know if y'all can see that. Y'all can see that, right? All right. As usual, people, you get mad at the messenger. I said, Welp Bardi Gang, you don't listen when I suggest y'all have to do more. Maybe you will when Cardi B says it. And these are just all facts. Y'all can get mad at me all you want. With bongos, your excuse was, well, we wanted a solo record. And we didn't like bongos. We didn't really like bongos. I thought the record was fire, but that's beside the point. Who am I? We didn't really like bongos, and we wanted a solo record. Then she just put out the Like What freestyle. And everybody's excuse was, yeah, well, that's not a real single. It's a freestyle. So now comes a real single. And a single that all of y'all been saying, drop that right now. So Cardi B came out and said, I know you've been doing a lot, Bardi Gang, but we're going to need you to do more. Same thing I've been saying. But I get cursed out. Did y'all curse Cardi B out? So the girl had said, let me see if it's still here. I blocked her. She said, you know what? Why don't you just shut up? You always trying to tell us what to do. I think low key you be shading us. What? Was that shade? I said, this is what your fave said to you. This is what your fave said to you. Not me. I'm repeating what she said to you. Right? But yet and still, You're getting mad at me. But you didn't say that to her. Why don't you just leave me alone? Leave us alone. Why don't you just shut up? You always trying to tell us what to do. I think low key, you be shading us. And here was my response. Did Cardi not say that? Yes or no? And furthermore, who the fuck do you think you talking to? You fucking hoe. I was repeating what she told you. Don't get defensive, because you probably one of those ones not holding up your end. And just talk like Cardi said. Fuck off my timeline. I am not playing with these hoes. I am not playing with these hoes. Libra Minaj, what we not going to do, I understand you don't like Cardi B, right? But we talked about Nicki Minaj. There's people in here that are not Nicki Minaj fans. Nobody came in here talking about Nicki Minaj. If you don't like Cardi B, that's fine. What I don't allow is this. I don't do the narrative shit. Like, if you don't have any concrete proof, first of all, Atlantic is not the biggest record company, right? So the biggest record company, if you say Atlantic is using bots, then you know everyone else is using them. I get tired of the narrative that, oh, everybody cheats except for Nicki. She doesn't cheat. Her record label's just as dirty as the other ones. She's under Universal. Let's not forget, Universal is the only label who's ever got busted for payola. All right, so let's spit facts when we in here. One thing I'm gonna do, I don't allow nothing but facts and stats in here. So Universal, who is Nicki Minaj's record label, they are the only record label who's ever been busted for payola. Everything else is speculation. But they've been literally busted for it. So let's not go there. Let's not go there. If one person's using it, they're all using it. If one person's using bots, you think that the other record labels are going to say, hey, Atlantic's using bots. Well, we're just going to sit back and just do it the regular way. No. So, again, her fans, all this million likes, that million likes, and hey, you better get to work. And I'll tell you a streaming trip, and the Nicki Minaj fans, they can take it too, because you probably don't know, because y'all listen to people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, the Nicki Minaj fans, y'all go to YouTubers who's going to stroke Nicki's pussy. You don't care whether it's factual or not. You don't care whether you're getting any jewels. You don't care whether you're getting told the truth. You just want Nicki's clit stroked. And then you continue to go to that person. You don't care whether they're right or not. But the reality of the situation is, they may tell you that the streaming deadline is midnight on Thursdays, but that is not factual. They continue to count streams until 3:30 Eastern time, which is midnight Pacific. And a lot of them continue into the morning because they're behind. So when 12 o'clock comes, don't say my job is done. You have to continue streaming and buying or whatever you're doing. There's a little jewel for y'all that nobody else is going to tell y'all. So the next time your favorite artist streams, you need to tell your crew, let's keep streaming past midnight, because they're still tallying up. They want you to stop. They may tell you that they're not. They're still tallying, sometimes till the next morning. All right, so that's a little jewel for you. And I got that strictly from, I know 6 people that work at Billboard and SoundScan. I was strictly told that, like, they don't stop. We just want people to stop streaming, and we tell them that it stops there so that way we can catch up. But anything that has been streamed or bought, once they get to it, if it's 4 or 5 in the morning, they have to count it. So keep streaming. And what you're supposed to do is stream actually 2 weeks. You're supposed to do it for 2 weeks, because if your song don't debut at #1, who's to say that it can't go #1 the following week? Look at Kanye West. Kanye West with Carnival. That song didn't debut at #1. Look at Doja Cat, Paint the Town Red. Debuted at 15. Debuted at 15. One of the biggest songs of 2023. And so keep streaming. Keep streaming for whoever you're a fan of. Next time they drop a record, tell whoever you in the streaming pool with or whatever, hey, listen, 12 o'clock come, let's not stop. Let's keep going. Keep going. Just trust me, they do not stop tallying until the morning. They don't stop tallying at 12 o'clock. Right? Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, that enough. Oh, real quick, Draya. I want to talk about Draya real quick. I can send this message out to Draya. Draya, I take back what I said about you. I no longer want to sleep with you. I no longer want to sleep with Draya, and I'll tell you why. Because Draya Michelle must got that snapper. Because I have never seen so many men so butthurt. I've never seen so many men so butthurt. You got men coming out the woodworks. Like, what? You got men coming out the woodworks, and they are upset. They are upset. They're upset. Oh, how can you be pregnant by a 22-year-old? Why are these men all turn into chatty patties. Oh yeah, I remember when I had her in the back of the car. Oh yeah, everybody done had her. She's the passer. Like, bro, what did Draya do to these men? I don't know what she did to get these men so upset, but because she's pregnant by a 22-year-old, why are you upset? Why are you upset that she is pregnant by a 22-year-old? Right? Um, so Draya Michelle, as you all know, is pregnant by a 22-year-old basketball player, Jalen Green, from the Houston Rockets. Let me pop up something with Draya. And she's got Gilbert Arenas talking about her. She's got Sean Garrett having a hissy fit. I believe these men, these older men, right, that know what Dre is about, I believe these older men, because they no longer is going to wife Drea or get Drea pregnant, they're mad that somebody else did. And the women are just natural haters. They've always hated Drea. Right? They've always hated Drea. So women are just naturally haters. I guess they're mad that Drea got to the 22-year-old before they could get to him. So they're mad at her. But I'll say this. Get off Drea's nuts. Her dating she's not grooming and dating a 22-year-old. She's not grooming him, or because she's not dating him because he's 22 and she groomed him. She got pregnant by a basketball player. That's it. In that life, I will continue to say it, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. That life, the entertainment life, they don't care about your age. They don't care about your body count. They don't care whether you have a jail record. They don't care if you was convicted of rape in the past. They don't care if you was convicted of murder in the past. They don't care. They are not living a regular lifestyle. People have been in the entertainment industry, have been dating people younger than them, older than them, for God knows how long. So the fact that people are getting up here, oh my God, she's pregnant by a 22-year-old and he's the same age as her son. So if she didn't have a son and she was dating a 22-year-old, it'd be okay? If she didn't have a son, it'd be okay? Drea should do what she feels doing. Jalen Green, let me tell you about what these guys, what these men, why when people always go, why would they wife porn stars? And why do they keep going after these IG models when they can get a regular girl, a normal girl? Because they go after these older IG models and these IG models that everyone has because they've been lusting over these same IG models for the longest. for the last 6, 7 years when they were 12 years old, when they were 13 years old. So now that they're millionaires and they can get these women, of course they're going to get them. And they feel as though, oh my God, I'm up in Draya Michelle. Nah, I ain't pulling out. Whatever happens, happens. Fuck that. Long as I waited for this ass, whatever happens, happens. I got the money anyway. That's the mentality that they have. And for people to think, no, because she didn't mock her, and just like all of the comments are supporting DDG for literally mocking somebody's deceased mother, or are you supporting Cardi for mocking Akbar's? What's up, Tori? Excuse me. Nicki just told her nobody. Listen to that girl. I'm not getting to that. Anyway, for the people who are listening on my Draya take, and for the ones that have an issue with it, we'll just do this. You're gonna have to tell me why you got the issue. So put one if you have a problem with Draya Michelle getting pregnant by a 22-year-old. Put one if you have a problem with it. Put two if you have no problem with Draya Michelle getting pregnant by a 22-year-old. She can get pregnant by whoever she wants. Ashanti doesn't have a problem with it. For all y'all who aren't fighting in the comments. But, I have no problem with fighting. As long as nobody gets disrespectful, you can say what you want in the comments. Now, King Jurge, I have to say the same thing that I said when somebody said that Cardi was using payola. So you said that, I think you're referring to Ice Spice, right? So now Ice Spice also uses payola. So that's my point. My point is, either everybody's doing it or everybody's not. First and foremost, it's not like the old days. You just can't do payola anymore, right? You just can know. Back in the day, you used to be able to. Your record company could go to a record, go to the radio station and be like, "Hey, we're gonna send you a check for $100,000. Make sure you play our artist record." Blah 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 blah. They used to be able to do that, and they put $100,000 in their pocket. That is illegal now. You do jail time behind that now. So what labels will do is they will put a certain amount of money towards your marketing budget. They will put a certain amount of money for your promo. They will put a certain amount of money for your playlisting. And they will take out ads with different platforms or different radio stations. That's the new payola. So it all depends on what your label has to back you with. Now, let me tell you what the new payola is from the fans. What used to be able to happen, right? The artists used to be able when their album dropped, and this is how a lot of those artists went platinum. When the artist's song drops, the record label could call up Target and all the different mom and pop stores and order a whole bunch of those albums. So the artists used to go, right? The artists used to go and say, yeah, let's say Jay-Z album drop, right? Not saying Jay-Z did this, but I'm just saying, let's say Jay-Z album, Mace or whatever. Their album drops. What they used to do is send all their people to the store and go buy them, right? And sell it out. Then they would have to order more. And they would go, and then before you know it, oh, such and such album is platinum. When really, they bought up most of the copies. You can't do that anymore. So what did they replace that with? What did they replace that with? Fans being able to stream the same song from 7 or 8 different IDs. The fan using different credit cards to purchase the same record 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Right? So that replaced artists going and buying up 50 copies of their own record. You see what I'm saying? So when fans sit around and they say, we're having a streaming party, or if you need money, I'm giving away $20. Right? Or you buy the same copy 15 different times. It's the same song on different credit cards. That's not organic either. Just because it's sales, that don't make it organic. Because what's happening is they're saying, oh, 5 million copies, or 1 million copies, but not 1 million different people got that record. Probably 700,000 got it. And then a lot of those people are buying the record over and over and over and over and over and over. That's not organic either. That's not organic either. 1 million copies, organic means 1 million different people have that song. It doesn't mean 1 million copies and only 500,000 people got the song. But those 500,000 people bought it over. Someone bought it over 100 times. Someone bought it over 50. That's not organic. That's chart manipulation. It's just another form of what y'all call payola. It's just another form of it. It's just like when artists used to go out and buy their own records. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The artist would go out, I'm going to order 1 million copies of my record. And then they tell, oh, it's platinum, 1 million copies sold. Yeah, but the record label bought that. And they just distributed it amongst everyone else and putting the records back in the pile. And then when somebody else comes and reorders, they send it back out to them. That's what literally people are doing now with the streams. So if one person is so-called using payola, trust me, they're all doing it. It's who does it best. They're all doing it. So again, in closing, Party Gang, just go out there and stream and buy a record. Once you bought it as much times as you're going to buy it, stream it. Set up your playlisting. If you already know how to do it, you got to set your song. You got to put two or three songs in between it and then play it again, and then put 2 or 3 songs in between and then play it again. That's the way you have to set it up in order for them streams to count. And after I've bought all the copies I'm going to buy, that's how I would set up my playlisting. If you want to set one up on Amazon, you want to set one up on Spotify, you want to set one up on whatever else streaming platforms are, that's the way you need to set up all your playlisting. And that's for whoever is a fan of whoever. If you didn't know how to set the playlisting up. All right? Anyway, that's about it. Cash App is $Heaven Hollywood. Shout out to, in case you didn't know. Shout out to Tahiri. I spoke to Tahiri over the weekend. Shout out to my girl Tahiri Jose. Don't forget to check out my TV series on Tubi. One is called Groupies. Another one is called the other one's called Playing Dirty. I also have a movie that we directed on Tubi as well. Groupies is also on Amazon. You can see Groupies on Amazon. The Candy Shop is our other movie on Tubi. And Playing Dirty is also on Amazon and Tubi. Those are my TV series. So thank y'all. Thank you, Ashanti, and all of the moderators that were in. Party Gang, you're up. Time for you to do your thug dizzle. Before I leave up out of here, we have to check out them feet again. Lord have mercy. Wait, let's. You could, again, you can like her, you cannot like her, but this joint is hard. This joint is hard. And when she do the video, I hope she is in the video looking just like this. Whew. Hair out. Please be barefoot. Please. Let's hear it one more time. The snippet. The shit is fire. The polar bear line is crazy. Yeah. Friday, y'all better get the streaming, man. Y'all better get the streaming. But I'm telling you, Cardi got one with this one, man. She got one with this one. Come on now, where the hell is it? Let's go. There it is. Look at the feet. Whew, sexy as. Oh. Come on now, where you at? How's my what the hell's my what you call it? Shit. Y'all playing with me right now. One Kim Barbie. You supposed to have the audio. as the lovely T would say. The audio. Come on now. Let's go. Go get that. Ox linking up. Miami, enough. Olu, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go do my Cardi dance. Hey, 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 hey. I'll see y'all later.